So
one of the big questions we have is the logistics of how we get stuff from New Zealand to Washington. Obviously, once things are in Washington, it's reasonably easy to get them around. So we can ship things possibly directly to Baltimore and then get them taken by road to Washington. But we have quite a big issue in terms of building it in New Zealand and shipping it over all the way over here. We can easily put things on a container, but we have to have a number of containers, and we have to have things small enough that they'll fit inside containers, which means that the building would have to be chopped into many small pieces. Or else we have a couple of oversized containers with things hanging out over the edge of the containers, which means the building is chopped into less pieces, but it's more vulnerable while it's being moved. And that's one of the big concerns. We're not sure how vulnerable that vulnerable thing is. While the shipping company people say that they can do it that way, what happens if the edges get bashed when it's at sea? In that case, the whole building may not fit together again, and the whole effort could be lost. So we really have to try and resolve what the best way of doing it is. I think the guys are tending towards chopping the building into probably 3 or 4 pieces. I would rather chop it into 20 pieces and have it all completely locked away in steel cases that you could pick up and drop and not get any of the edges bashed on. And in a way, we had a similar thing with our model when we sent it over. So they made this beautiful model and they packed it up.
So it's a little bit warped, isn't it?
Put it in a box, and apparently by the time it got here, had been dropped a few times and bashed around the edges. And that's with a one small package, very light, that's plastered with stickers saying "fragile, do not drop, do not do anything to."
That was a challenge to them to see how they could drop it.
That's the thing, that whole dropping and bashing of the corners is a real serious problem, and the bigger the building gets, the more serious the problem. So it's one of the issues that we have, which we need to resolve.
And Robert was talking about the New Zealand Embassy offering a spot for you to reconstruct the building. Do you think that sounds like a good option?
Yeah, sounds great. They've offered the use of their garage, which is obviously
it's not like a two-car type thing, no.
Bigger than an average garage. But I'm not 100% sure whether it'll be okay, because what we possibly, when assembling things, we may need extra height. So the height that they're offering, which is about 2.4 metres high, we really need something probably 4 metres high.
And how would you get it out? Because you'd need a crane. What would you do? Tow it out somehow?
You can put it on low rider, so you put it on rollers and things like that, which can pull it out. But so if there's anything that we need to construct, we may need to be able to construct parts that do that.
Oh, okay. Well,
looks like we're
going so well.